This is good. I like this. I'm having a good
Enjoyed it?
time.
Yeah.
So we're at Michael's house. Michael, as you might guess, just looking around here, is an audiophile. Are you an audiophile?
Apparently so.
Okay, you don't have to say it like you got a disease. It's not that
An
bad.
affliction.
Could be worse. Um,
The search for the grail.
but these these are Klipschorns. These are the newest model. These are the sealed back Klipschorns that don't need to be in a corner.
The AK6 Klipschorn.
Yeah.
And they feature better wiring, a back, plywood back, which ostensibly becomes the corner, even though they still like corners.
Yes, we've just learned that.
And better tweeter, better magnets in the tweeter.
So but you haven't had them that long, right, Howard? A few months.
Had them for a few months.
Okay. What'd you have before?
I have Verities Cerastros. I have Avalon Ascendant 2s.
But anyway, I've never heard. This is weird. I've never actually heard Klipschorns. I'm a huge fan, but
Yes.
in the city, it's hard to hear. Most people don't have rooms that are the right rooms for them. So I've never really heard them. I've heard all the others pretty much, but not these until today. So this is kind of exciting for me. Thank you for having me in your home. But I'm just saying, in this case, I'm not reviewing the Klipschorns. I've only listened to them for about an hour here. But the thing is, they do so effortlessly. I think that's the best way I would sum it. That's the thing. They open up and the music comes out.
I'll tell you, and I will
That's
tell you.
really cool.
I'll tell you something about that. I auditioned these in California at Jay-Z's place. It's a tea house next to a pizzeria. And the pizzeria has a black door.
Jay-Z, Tea House, Pizzeria. That's good right there.
There's a marquee, and they go audition. And you could rent it privately. Or you go in. They had only one system. It was all audio note. Two bartenders with a few thousand records, and a tube system, and a pair of these. And I'm listening, and what you just said, and I think it was Charlie Hayden started to play a few notes, and as many years as I've been involved with audio, I jumped 2 feet out of my chair. The ability to focus in on an individual instrument, like it's standing in space, not in an audiophile way, but in a musical way, just like there's a person playing. And it's done it with other things too, with trumpet, with voice. But I was surprised because I didn't know. I know Klipsch made lower and surround sound stuff and other stuff.
But this is part of their legacy series that they've been making this model since 1946 or 1947 in variations. But it's basic. You know the story about Paul Klipsch and what he did when he designed the speaker? He said, I've made the perfect speaker. I am now done. I never need to design another speaker. And then people said, but Paul, even then, they're kind of huge. Could you make something a little smaller, please? And he made other smaller speakers. And supposedly, although people say it's not true, the heresy is called the heresy because he said it was a heresy that he had to make a smaller speaker. Because, he was into 3-channel stereo. So he needed to make a center channel speaker.
So now, you'll be interested in what I want to tell you.
Okay.
He actually did make another speaker.
Okay.
The Klipschorn 2.
Okay.
And it was called the Jubilee.
Oh, yeah, I know about that.
And the Jubilee got relegated to the Pro
right,
line.
I was going to say, it's not a consumer speaker.
But there are those that say that 402 horn is just killer.
I think you should get those.
And the difference, I've been told, is that it doesn't pinpoint it to one spot on the couch, but to 12 feet wide in the back of the room.
It's really a pro speaker. You're not supposed to be listening to it from 15 feet away. You're supposed to be 30 feet away.
So that's the problem.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, probably overkill.
For a room this size,
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah.
But, I like these so much. It got me thinking a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, that could be arranged.
But, I've had planars in the past, and I've had the bipolar, so that, I've always liked that sound, the kind of an open sound.
Yeah, me too.
And this gives, it's almost like it's the marriage of the best of both in some ways.
The interesting thing is, with the other Klipschs I've reviewed and lived with and stuff, is that the people think that they're very boxy and push, horny and stuff.
Yeah.
These are not horny. They're very open, relaxed, effortless sounding speakers. It just lets it happen, really. So, no, it's amazing. So let's talk about the rest of your system. So you have, what is a turntable? It's a
Turntable's base is 2500. Built in the U.S. AJ actually just died 2 years ago of a heart attack. But that's with his arm, and then a Mysonic Labs cartridge.
Yeah, we just listened to it. It sounded really good.
That's an EAR top-of-the-line preamp with built-in step-up trannies. And his specialty actually was EQing for studios.
Right.
And Tim Pavarottini, I think.
Yes.
And then down here, the transport is a MSB digital, which basically it's a CD-ROM drive that spins it one off into like a server, but it's one disc at a time. Plays it back near jitter-free. Then we have I guess we can say it, the Schiit audio.
Yes, it's Yggdrasil, by the way. Okay.
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil,
yeah. The Yggdrasil, and down below we have an Apogee clock and an Audio Node DAC3 signature, heavily modded, big caps.
And then on the floor, we have the VACs.
We have the VAC.
These are old. I used to sell those.
Music Block 160s, 160 each. Great amps. You can carry them around, which is nice.
Yes.
And of course,
and then the Cat, which you can't carry around.
The Cat, which, in my esteemed opinion, or in my humble opinion, is one of the best amps for me that I've ever heard, because it doesn't sound overly tubey, but it has the musicality and it has the bass control of solid state.
Yeah, I love them. I used to sell those as well. That is an amazing amp.
1,000 joules of current.
Wow. Yeah, that probably weighs almost 200 pounds, right?
Yeah, 180.
Okay.
If it breaks, it's not fun to ship it.
No.
And I think that's...
And the Mark Levinson?
Yeah, these are pieces that were on loan.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't really... haven't played so much with them. I had the Conrad Johnson hooked up. I did prefer the EAR.
Okay. So CJ's leaving, Levinson's
yes.
stick around.
Yeah.
And you don't believe in cables, right?
I think a lot of cables are snake oil.
Okay.
I believe
a lot of people believe in
I
it.
believe in dielectric. I believe in solder and solder joints, maybe certain metals, and the way a cable flows. But I think if you spend more than a few $100s on cables, I think I'd rather get CDs or a piece of equipment or.
Okay.
They did a shootout with the top names in the industry years ago, and the 40-cent Home Depot lamp cord came in fourth out of 10.
Wow.
And top names.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people don't believe in cables. You're not alone.
And I have them here. I have Siltec. I have transparent.
But you're using, what do you actually use?
These are actually pretty good. They're called Reality Cable.
Okay. And
they're just a good copper cable. They're a little more expensive than that few hundred. Somebody talked me into them.
Wait, this is the speaker cable or the?
They're the whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Reality Cable. Okay, I'll link to them.
Yeah, they're actually very good. I think Andy at Vintage Tube Services recommended them. He liked them, and they're good. They're not shielded, so you have to be careful not to pick up. You can get hum if you're near a power cord.
I think our work here is done, Michael. I think we've done good.
Oh, good.
So thank you for your time. Don't take it off just yet, though.
Oh.
And anyway, my name's Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show, coming to you from Michael's man cave. And I had a great time here. Thank you for your hospitality.
Me too.
And you guys out there in YouTube land, please come back often. I do all kinds of stuff like this, interviews and headphone reviews and speaker reviews and music reviews, etc., etc. Check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/audiophiliac. You can follow me on Twitter at audiophiliacman. You can follow me on Instagram at steve.guttenberg. And with all of that done, I can now say thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you back here again very, very soon. Goodbye, Michael.
See you.